Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Curvin Cherry here, and it's Testimony Tuesday, where we show you how God has been able to change, inspire, or encourage somebody's life. Stay tuned.
They call it the red road, pretty but got thorns. My city is little but don't ignore it. Lanc got the potential to move forward. We're trying to change the streets like old to new doorway. We got more churches than hospitals, but the people are hurting, facing them obstacles. We're kind of religious, kind of conservative.
Alright, as usual, it's Testimony Tuesday, and I am super excited. I'm always excited to hear, just the encouraging words of what God has been able to do in somebody's life, and it also helps other people know that God is real and that Jesus loves us. So I'm sure that this video is going to inspire you. Check it out.
All right, so how has the Lord impacted your life through Fight for Lanc?
My first experience with Fight for Lancaster was on Manor Street about 2 months ago. I went to the public assistance office for help for my daughter and I. Were kind of in a bad situation and kind of feeling down about my life and where I was at the time. So I went there and I started walking down to go back to my car. I came out of the office and was walking to my car, and this car pulled in front of me in the parking lot. 3 guys jumped out of it. They all said hi to me, which was nice, but a little scary. They popped the trunk. They said they had a gift for me, which at the time it was a little scary. That's not something that happens every day, and it's sad that it has to be that way. But now, in this day and age, we do worry a little bit, and there I am carrying an infant. But they opened their trunk and they said, "We have a gift for you," and I just said no thank you and just kept walking, and they said, "No, seriously, we have a gift for you." So I turned around and I remember saying, "For real?" And they said yes, and the one guy pulled out a basket, pink basket full of stuff, started walking over to me to give it to me, and I was just so overwhelmed by the whole experience. They were there to bless me that day, and it was very emotional because of the place I was at, and I was praying, I've been praying for us because I pretty much hit rock bottom in my life. So to see these guys there giving me a gift for my daughter and I was just very overwhelming to me, and honestly I felt very guilty because there I am thinking the worst of these men, and they were giving me the best that I could receive, and it was God working through them, which is amazing. So they came to me, they talked to me, they told me who they were, and they all had their shirts on, Fight for Lanc shirts, and so then I kind of relaxed a little bit. I knew everything was going to be okay, and I started looking through the basket. Well, there was an item in the basket that I had been looking for about 2 weeks, and it was for a nursing mom, and could not find it. Every store I went into, they were either sold out or they didn't carry them. So I just looked down, and here in this basket is a whole box of this item that I needed. And again, right there, I was blown away. I knew these men were sent by God personally for me and my daughter. And the experience was incredible. There's no way that anybody can say anything differently that was not God. That was God 100%. And they were there for me for that day. I later talked to Curvin about it, and he said that God put that in his head and told him where to go, and he said when he saw me, he knew that was the girl that he was supposed to be there for. So that's what I needed. I needed to know that he was there, God was there for me, and wanting to take care of me, and wanting me to know that he is looking out for me and everything's going to be okay. And it has been. I mean, things have been looking up. Of course, there's always going to be rough times. There's always going to be times that you just wonder, where are you at? Just answer my prayers. But I'm telling you, since that experience, I have asked for them to pray for me for different things. And every time they pray, it's like my prayers are answered, and I don't know as humans, we have fear. We worry about everyday things, what's going to happen, financial stuff, relationships. We worry about that stuff, and that's human, that's natural. But I'm right now in the process of trying to trust and think, you know what? Don't worry. That's the devil. That's the enemy working in me, trying to get me to doubt and be scared. And I don't want to be scared. I want to trust. And so I'm just trying to have faith. And I worry about my daughter, and I'm just trying to think, God's taking care of her. So it's just an awesome experience. Sometimes I think God right now is showing me that He is answering my prayers, and He's letting me see them in very bold ways, which I need right now. Coming back into the church, I was away for a very long time. Coming back to the church, He's showing me these ways and showing me that He hears me. He's going to answer. He wants me to see it. And it's not always that bold, though. You've got to pray. You've got to listen to Him, and that's one thing I'm training myself and trying to learn how to do. And Corbin has been helping me, and I got myself back in church. Things have been great. The people are awesome. There's nothing better than people that trust in God and know God, and the happiness and the joy, and there's no negativity, and it's just wonderful. It's wonderful. So they have been a great experience for me and my daughter, and and I'm sharing my testimony with other people, and they're just like, Stacy, that's amazing, and it is. There's just, God is awesome. He's definitely number one, and he should be in everybody's life. And that's what Fight for Lanc is doing. They're trying to get out there and share with everybody and let them know how good God is, what He can do in your life. You don't have to be scared. So, yeah, that's about it. So thank you very much.
All right, that was our sister Stacy. Actually, I'm still inspired to hear her story every time I get a chance to talk to her. That day that we encountered her, what we was actually doing was we were going out to do single mother appreciation, just something that the Lord has put on our hearts. And when we got to her and we gave her the gifts, it totally just inspired her life. It encouraged her to see that God was thinking about her. Actually, she received the items that she was looking for 3 weeks and could not find them, and 3 strangers pop up with the items in the basket and gave it to her, and that helped her to see that God was thinking about her. So as usual, we love to go out, we love to pray for others, we love to show them the love of God, because God is real and Jesus loves each and every one of us, and that's why He came to die on the cross. So if you don't know Jesus, I pray that you would accept Him in your heart today, because He loves you and He wants the best for you. He has come to give us life and give it to us more abundantly. Until next time, check us out next week for Testimony Tuesday. God bless.